and welcome to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. Today, I am going to be giving the atalax AL606s a second chance. If you guys recall in our previous video, when we unboxed these, we were having a great experience up until the point where they completely fell apart on us. They fell apart in the microphone slash volume control. They just blew apart. Go ahead and click up here so you guys can watch that video. And I was just severely disappointed as they sounded so good. They looked so good. They were cheap. Cheap in price. They had everything going for them. They have this little quirky thing where you hang it up from the hook. This little window right here on the side. They go for less than $15. And again, they sounded so good. Like the highs, the hi-hats, everything just sounds crisp, shimmery, amazingly clear, right? But then they fell apart on us. There's no way that I can use a pair of headphones if it falls apart on me. I can forgive crappy build quality. I can forgive rough edges. But if an item physically coming apart on me, I just can't forgive that. And that is something that is unforgivable. And for that reason, I wound up giving those headphones a D rating. And usually whenever something like that happens, I tend not to revisit items, as I feel that a consumer will purchase your item. They're going to get a crappy one, they're going to get a defective one, and that's it. That was your one chance. That was your one impression that you had on that customer, on that client, on that person. And they feel like your product is garbage. You know, I'm not a business owner. I'm not there yet, you know, but I strongly feel that if something were to bear my name, you bet that I'm going to make sure that it's a high quality product and it's not going to fall apart on people. Because again, that's all they're going to remember. They're going to look at this brand. They're going to look at this pair of headphones. They're going to say, oh no, I remember those fell apart on me. I'm never ever buying those again. I'm never even coming near that brand. All right. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and pop these open. We're not going to waste time on the unboxing as we already unboxed these before. And this is just us giving them a second chance. The only reason why I would ever give something like this a second chance is because I understand we are all humans. I understand mistakes can be made. And I understand sometimes we can have bad days, you know? So let's go ahead and take these out of their packaging. And again, something that we saw in common with a lot of, at least the headphones that weren't quite at the bottom of the barrel, maybe like medium tier and up, we at least did see additional earbud tips being included, just in case the ones that are pre-installed, which tend to be medium sized, aren't quite your fit. And right away, I just want to point out that our earbuds are blue, our earbud tips are blue, yet the extra ones that we have that came with it are black. And just like the last ones, we have this cloth covered cable that it seems all right. And again, just like the last ones, they have this little plastic tag down up at the base that I really wish they wouldn't stick on, because again, these are a pain to get off. And I always get very nervous taking sharp objects near wires that are this thin. The 3.5mm jack seems to be okay. It seems to be in nicer shape and nicer quality than the other ones that we have seen. And running down the cable. Here's the moment of truth. This is what fell apart on us. Let's go ahead and try to pry it open again. And okay. All right. Seems to be holding up a lot better. All right. Okay, I'm happy. Okay. I'm definitely much happier and much more impressed than I was last time. Okay, so mind you, if I keep doing that, I'm sure eventually I'm going to get in there. I'm sure eventually I'm going to break them. But for the other ones, literally the moment I stuck my fingernail in them, they fell apart, you know, and that's not what a pair of headphones should be. And again, even though these rattle, these are not the highest quality. Again, these are only $15 headphones. But you at least don't want them to fall apart on you the moment you take them out of the box. Is that way too much to ask? And again, just like the previous ones, we have a volume slider, minimum, maximum. Go ahead and, set that up to the maximum for the best experience. And we also have a button that is going to serve, again, to answer phone calls in case we have an incoming wall, to end phone calls in case we're on a phone call. It's going to help us to pause a song in case it is playing. It's going to help us to play a song in case it is paused. And if we double tap it, it's gonna skip forward to the next song. And if we triple tap it, it's gonna skip back to the previous song. Pop these puppies in. And immediately, they're a good pair of headphones. These come really close to the JBLs in terms of quality. The only reason why I would pick these over the JBLs is actually because the JBLs are bass heavy. Meanwhile, they're clear, and meanwhile, I love the sound of the JBLs. They tend to have the lows turned up. These do not. These are fairly flat, and the highs are really crisp. They're really clear. Again, if you're familiar with instruments, particularly those high pitched sounds, those hi hats, those high that you hear on the high end, that shimmery gloss, that's what you hear here. And I am just so impressed by the fact that, you know, these just sound so well for the price, you know, and I never even tore these apart. It looks like we do have some sort of not a wire mesh, but like a plastic mesh. There we go. A plastic mesh is gonna help with the debris and with the earwax not getting all the way in there, and hopefully prolonging the life of these headphones. And since we have them in here, let's go ahead and just make sure that our volume slider works, which works perfectly, works flawlessly, works very well. Again, we press it once to pause, press it again to play. We double tap for the next one, and we 1, 2, 3. We triple tap for the previous one. Awesome. And again, they sound good. For $15, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is the best deal that you can get for $15 until I go to Walmart and find some other cheap headphones that are just as good as these for around the same price. Let me know in the comments, guys, what is your experience with cheap headphones? Have you had good experiences? Have you had bad experiences? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Make sure to be subscribed so that you guys can enter into the giveaway for the Alcatel Joy Tab 2 tablet. The moment I reach 750 subscribers, I will be giving one of these puppies away. All you need to do to be entered into that giveaway is, again, just be subscribed and comment, what is your experience with crappy headphones? Has it been good? Has it been bad? Has it been atrocious? Would you ever buy cheap headphones? Would you only buy high-end name brand headphones? And as always, thanks for watching.